me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working.
Now, this great venue has hosted some memorable playoff games over the years, and these Bear fans are hoping to make some new memories today at Soldier Field in Chicago. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Chicago Bears. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Check 56. Push him back.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Check.
On second down, Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Man, I got you. 56 to Mike.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Flush to his right. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he didn't quite have the back spin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
Ready. 4, Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Hey, I'm coming. Let's go.
The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And shutting him off, now open field. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
50-66. Blow it right.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Josh Jones in on the stop. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a handoff to Cohen running right. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And Robinson with a big catch. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Montgomery. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
2nd and 5. Able to find Shaheen here. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
60 Pittsburgh. 54. Let's go, D. Let's go.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. On 1st down, it's Cohen, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Love. Robinson's got it. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Check 25, check 25. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take them in.
Oh, Cohen lost the football, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. The big fella, he's at the 50, the 40, the 20. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. Now Elliott. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Murray. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Below Nichols. Able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position. Now facing 3rd down. Murray now, 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. And this one is right through. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. ended up settling for 3.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there.
Grace don't travel. Grace don't travel.
Bandit. Whip.
They'll run on first down. Cohen. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
From the gun on 3rd down. Love. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Switch it. Hey, switch gears. Check 3.
They start on the ground with Elliott. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Murray with a 3rd and long. Eluding the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Hey, here we go. Watch the box. Watch the pass.
Check.
Go. Let's go.
To throw on second down. Love. It's complete to Robinson. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And that play is blown up. Losing yardage back at the 35.
That's it. Big hit.
A loss of 2. Brings up second and 12. At the 35-yard line.
Mike's by four.
Ready, go.
Looking to throw on second down. Love. This one caught by Ridley. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
I'm coming after you. Mike's 54.
On third and 2, Love. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was third and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on fourth down here.
Right there.
On fourth down, Love. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Jamal Sheard on the stop.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
It's now third down and 9 yards to go.
Let's go now. 50. Play.
I don't think you got it, son. Shoot.
Smoke. Jet. Go.
Back to throw. Love. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 17-yard line.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play fake. Murray. Dancing to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the gun on third down, Murray. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's second and 10 now from the 29.
Line 54. Oh, you got deep?
Throwing again. Love. Open man is Trey Burton. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking to throw. Love. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 16 yards is the pickup there on a first down for Chicago. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. First and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he completes it to Cohen. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this second and 9. Second and 9 now. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Let's get off the field, D.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Yeah. Go. 45's the mic.
Back to throw. Love. This is caught by Robinson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Looking to throw. Love. He finds Robinson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will knot things up here late in the first half. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
Short kick. One of the up men will take it now. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. Will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Second and 12 at the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12.
Charlie, no. Slam.
Big edge.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down.
Watch the curls.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
Watch the out.
Mike spot 4. Let's go.
Exit. Let's go, D.
From the gun, Love. The catch made by Miller. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Let's go now. 50. Clint. Coming this way. Here we go. Let's go.
On second down, it's Cohen, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Come on, set. 94. Watch 54. You must be getting tired of this. Go.
On third down, Love. That's complete to Robinson. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. Following the penalty, Montgomery. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a second down.
Mike's 5'4".
Blue dark quarters. Blue dark quarters. Defense.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Joker, 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 Joker.
Operating from the gun. Love. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
They'll run with Montgomery. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy.
They try again with Montgomery. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Check. Dogs off. Hop, hop. Ready, go.
On 3rd down, it's Cohen. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 36 yards on the play. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big gain.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
All day. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Rabbit, rabbit. Rabbit, rabbit.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Jeremiah Tauchu able to get him for a loss of about 3. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal.
Second and goal from inside the 5. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on second and goal.
Pretty quiet, team. We're pretty quiet.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Here's Murray. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Murray sets to throw on fourth, and he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Jeremiah Tauchu, and the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10.
Kill. Move. Check safety. Check 50. You're out. Switch. Go. Hot.
Throwing on first down. Love. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Second and 10. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on third and inches. On third down, it's Montgomery, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Check 43. Let's go.
On first down, Cohen. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 35-yard line.
Ready. 10 Tucson. 5-4. Check right. Go. Motion. Go.
To throw on second down. Love. The screen pass here to Cohen. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Mike's 54. I'm coming. 54 is Mike. And go.
Back to throw. Love. The catch is made by Riley Ridley. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 33 yards that time.
That's a real nice job right there. Working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. First down, here's the run to Montgomery. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Coming to you, coming to you. Watch the shift.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
Ready.
From the gun, Love. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona. Back to throw, Murray. Now a desperation throw deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. Now Murray. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Jeremiah Tauchu in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. To throw is Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Floyd in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side. And now They face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, one game short of a conference championship, they'll have the whole offseason to think about it. Let's see if they use it as motivation.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, the head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving a show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. Relieving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all beat the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all beat the flow. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving a show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to